Hey team, Blake here with Crushing Defeat Media. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a Final Fantasy video. But anyway, now that we have this new data center in North America, I am going to move over to one of the other servers and take a chance at winning a lottery over there on a brand new server. I figured it would be a good place to try and one of those rare opportunities we have to win a house. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this with you. I'm in the game now, because there's a couple things you have to do in order to be able to transfer worlds. Otherwise, it'll give you an error, which I did get an error. So first, you need to make sure, and I'm pretty empty here, but you need to make sure that you're not selling anything on the market. Another thing that you need to do is if you are stuck on a marriage quest, the ties that bind, you need to abandon that. You need to get rid of that. And the only way to do it, because there's not an abandoned quest marker or quest option in the list, is you have to go to the Sanctum of the 12 in order to do that. Oh my goodness, where is that thing? Alright, so anyway, if you need to, like me, cancel the Ties That Bind or Ceremony of Eternal Bonding, you go to the Sanctum of the 12, you go to the Acolyte here, and you say, I want to cancel this, and then there's a bunch of menus, and you say yes, bunch of menus, yes, yes, and this bracelet right here, Promise of Devotion, hand that over, it's done, you've been canceled. Real quick before I go, I thought it would be smart to say goodbye to Hill House. Had this house, this medium house, for a very long time. Here it is, Hill House, on the top of the hill. Might as well record one last walkthrough for history's sake. That stove right there, I have a video on the channel how to make that. Part I'm most proud of in here, the toilet brush. We go upstairs, got a library at the top. That same show is always playing for some reason. Going here, here's the bedroom. In my opinion, the best aquarium wall you can make in the game. I also have a video on how to make this on the channel. Anyway, quick tour of the house to document the history of Hill House. Now we're gonna go transfer worlds. So the nice thing is, as you go to do this, it'll throw up these little red sentences that tell you other things. I need to go to my house and take any of the items that I want to keep, put them on a retainer or in my inventory or on my chocobo. And I also need to demolish my house but not relinquish the land. The good news about going through the house is I was able to clean up a bunch of stuff. I would recommend changing out the lighting fixtures. You can see I've got some fancier walls. So I'm going to go ahead and change these all out for these cheapy ones. Change these out for these cheapy ones. Confirm. Don't forget to confirm. And just like that, I have saved my more expensive stuff. Anyway, as you can see, the house is completely empty. It's got cheap accoutrement all over the place. So I'm going to grab my retainer bell and my merchant. And next I will be demolishing the property. Alright, so I've emptied everything out, including storage in the house. But one last thing you want to do is you want to demolish your house, but not relinquish the land. This is an important step. So you're going to go to Estate Hall. remove estate hall, click the checkbox, and boom! I now am at the permit status of housing. I still own this land though. One thing you might want to do that you don't have to do is if you share an estate with somebody, is to leave that. It'll automatically do it for you. But if I go to estate settings, you can see I do have a shared estate with Mira. And I can go to shared estate settings and hit leave. It's just one step less that the system has to do. And now I feel like I've finally done everything I need to do to transfer world servers. So I will see you at the Mog Station. All right, so I've logged out of the game and logged into the Mog Station. I'm just on the main Mog Station page. I'm going to scroll down to Home World Transfer. Now that I've done all the crazy things in game, I would recommend reading through this. I already have. There's way too much to cover in a video, but read through this. Make sure you agree to all these things. Hit accept. Next. Now you're going to pick the world you want to go to. I'm going to go to Seraph. So if you want to go to Seraph 2 and meet me there, that's great. Please just don't take all of the large houses because this is the whole reason I'm moving servers. You want to confirm where you want to go. And then you want to pick the world that you're going from. And then you want to say yes, that you want to transfer your character. Then hit proceed, agree, and it's going to think a little bit. It's going to look at your account. It's going to see if you own land, all of those kinds of things. And then it's going to come back with any errors, anything you need to fix. And it's going to tell you other things like I own a plot of land. So it says it can still be processed, but the plot will be removed and automatically converted to a predetermined amount of gil. Right now, if you're going to one of the new servers on the new data center, you are going to get the full amount of that housing plot back. If there's an estate on the plot of land, it must be first converted into a permit, which is what we just did. If the estate is not converted into a permit, you will lose any gil related to the cost of the estate. Any household items such as building materials, furnishings, or outdoor furnishings will also be lost, which is why we took back everything we wanted, sold everything that was junk to a vendor, and we're good to go. In fact, I only have 2 retainers right now, and that was enough for me to be able to keep everything I wanted from a medium house that was full and had about 100 items in storage. This character owns an apartment. It can still be processed, but the apartment will be removed and automatically converted to a predetermined amount of gil. You're going to get all that back too. Household items will be lost. I've already taken and emptied out my apartment. Then there's some stuff in here about triple triad, cacpot tickets being lost, all of those kinds of things. None of this is of concern to me. I'm going to hit next. And right now, if you're going to one of the new ones, it's $0. If you decide to transfer to a different server later, it'll cost you $18. But times like now where there's a new one, it's $0. I'm going to hit next. $0. Homeworld transfer complete. Your transfer application has been successfully submitted. Depending on server congestion, it may take a few minutes to several hours. If your character is not immediately available, please wait before trying it to log in again. And this is done. So I'm going to come back in a minute or two and show you what it's like when you log in. So one thing you'll have to do when you go to log in is you will have to change from your old data center to your new one because it'll default to your old one. So I'm going to go ahead and change to Seraph. And it's literally only been like 2 minutes and my character is already there. And there's a queue, which is amazing. All right, and here we are. If you look in the upper right hand corner, I am now a member of the Seraph server. Pretty exciting. And if I look at my gil, I'm at 98 million. So it did give me, I can confirm, team, the steps I told you will work because I was at 77 million gil and I'm now at 98 million gil, which is pretty cool. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helped you transfer servers if it's something that you're wanting to do. And we will catch you in the next video. Please consider subscribing if you aren't. And here's a couple of videos that you might want to check out. Thanks, team. Have a great one.